Let's bring in the Deputy Prime Minister, should we? Mr Raab, good morning to you. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Kate.
As far as the figures are concerned for Omicron, I've heard you say this morning 12 people sadly died, 104 in hospital. I wonder if I could just peel back a couple more layers on that. 12 deaths. How many were vaccinated?
I'm not sure. What we do know is that a large proportion of those who are in hospital are unvaccinated. I don't know the particular breakdown for Omicron, but of course it strengthens this case for people coming forward and having the booster.
Well, guys, did we all spot the very careful wording used by that little snivelling shit weasel there? It was a large proportion are unjabbed, he said, not a majority, not 90%, as had been claimed before, just a large proportion of people in hospital are unjabbed. Now, of course, saying a large proportion is subjective to what you want to consider large at the time. It could mean 80% or it could be 10%, let's be honest. Either way, it all depends on what you think is large or what the narrative wants to be large at that current point. The vagueness also stops you being called out for it because that's what sly wankstains like these MPs like to do. Of course, the fact he didn't give exact figures speaks volumes to me because you can be sure if the figures showed a majority of unjabbed in hospital, he would have these figures ready to pump out on Sky News. It seems though he had no actual figures on deaths or hospitalisation by jab status, which can only be by design. The government has these figures and would pump them out happily if they wanted to. Essentially though, a large proportion just means jack diddly shit.
There is a pattern consistent throughout history of oppressed people turning on the oppressors, slaves against their owners, the peasantry against the feudal barons, colonies, Mr Verhofstadt, against their empires, and that is why Britain is leaving. And it doesn't matter which language you use, we are going and we are glad to be going. We're off.